for next generation networks is mainly focused on the technology trend and how efficient it can be applied to IP protocols. We define communication as follows: demand is derived, and consumers and most companies don't care about technology as long as it works. From this perspective, communication and multimedia service providers are concerned with delivery protocols and investment requirements, as these have a direct impact on business profits. If the platform is indifferent, the true importance will be the characteristics of the communication service accompanied by the value for money. The regulator is influenced by both demand and supply side considerations. Addressing the development of NGN from the demand side allows us to add to the evaluation of ICDS and add ideas that could benefit policymakers. They are expected to be able to generate a more comprehensive assessment of policy options, separating the allegation of vested interest from a specific sector of technology.
Hi, my name is Daniel Herrera, and I talk about the convergence. Day by day, the convergence in technology is evident because it is evolving every day. The technological phenomenon is one of the things that has evolved the most throughout history, and this is because we are always looking for the way to improve your products or service. But nevertheless, at this time we see how broadband cannot meet the demands of users. A very clear example: we are living now with the mandatory confinement because due to the coronavirus the demand for the internet has grown and the need of our users. Some have not been able to access the internet. Broadband speed has decreased significantly, and other problems that arise as this quarantine progresses.
Organization of paper. The paper is organized as follows. The next section describes and briefly characterizes the demand for information and communication technology, in Spanish TIC services, which, as indicated above, we treat as derived demand. The paper provides a backdrop for assessing the forecast of market trends and their implication for the regulator. The third section verifies addresses some of policy issues that place them in the context of the pricing issues of convergent TIC sector. We develop a guideline of regulators and policy makers. The relaxation cost is also addressed in the section. The final section concludes with the recommendation and suggestions for future research.
Consumer focus. This section concentrates on the demands that the consumer are regarding communications. The communications that the consumer uses are: one-way communication. It is a type of communication in which the communication flow is only transmitted from the sender to the receiver. This communication is called information because it doesn't have direct feedback. For example, advertising in the media, internet, or street ads, news, radio, newspapers, and some videos on social networks of YouTubers. Two-way communications. It is one in which constant feedback is carried out, in which both the receiver of the messages and the sender change roles to create a conversation in both directions. For example, conversations by phone calls, emails, on social networks, threads, chat, and comments. Symmetric communication. It is the one that occurs when between two or more speakers the sound role is fueling, or they have the same speech register and handle the same information. For example, traditional voice calls, emails, conversation with family and friends. Asymmetric communications. When two or more speakers have a different level of speech or hierarchical role, they handle different amounts of information. For example, downloads of files, movies, images, etc.